There is not much to it on the box of this Mark 21 Midas, except for the misleading logo showing the Avengers instead of Ironman 3. So it is a small error there, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, this figure actually is supposed to be called Mark 21 based on the Ironman 3 series. So calling it as Mark 7, which utilizes the latest in laser targeted armor deployment and integrated repulsor tech. This one actually relates to Mark 7, but Neca has actually included the original text based on the Mark 7 1/4 scale, so a little bit misleading there. And of course the other obvious naming of this Ironman as part of the Avengers is a little bit off, because what we have seen in Avengers, there is no Mark 21 or the Midas. Mark 21 Midas is supposed to be appearing in Ironman 3. So although it is supposed to be shown briefly, perhaps towards the end where all the suits are blown up, so you can't really see much. It does include this small sheet of instruction to tell us how to actually put on this shoulder armor using this C-clamp into this small rod. So this C-clamp here is actually very small plastic, so you have to be very careful not to put too much pressure on this when you are setting up the shoulder armor. And of course, if you drop this figure, I can guarantee you this C-clamp will be broken, so you just have to be very careful on this. And here is a look at the Neca 1/4 scale complete figure. Just the color separation itself is looking fantastic. Now, if you compare it with Hot Toys, Midas Ironman 21 is actually gold color with a bit of color separation on this portion, similar to what we have in Neca. But Hot Toys version is the color scheme is very close between the gold and also the darker gold, so you can't really see the contrast. If Neca implement the same color scheme, I think you may have some problem, because the 18-inch 1/4 scale may not stand out as much. So with this color scheme, I must say it is looking very fine. Just look at the finer details on the waist. All these are actually hand painted panel lines. The panel lines is looking very fine, and you can really see the outlines of the whole figure. So I have to say Neca has done a great job in this sense. However, I have some comments on this figure, some of which is something to do with the quality of the sculpt. If you can look at it carefully, this hip leg armor here is a bit rough, so the surface somehow is roughened, and sometimes you may see some speckles, very minor speckles. Of course, there are some dark black color to show some feathering. I don't think that is necessary because you can't really see much on this figure. So generally, overall, the figure is looking fine. If you really look into it carefully, some of the areas like the legs, the leg here, actually you have a bit of seam. I do not know whether this is caused by the color, but it is a very minor issue. I can forego this minor quality issue considering the scale of this figure. But there is something which I really hate about this figure is there is a major paint chip over here at the shoulder armor. So I do not know whether I can find the same color to touch it up. Hopefully I'll be able to find that color. But I actually switch this shoulder armor in order to have the perfect color here facing the front rather than the chip off portion facing the front. The other thing I want to highlight is there is some chipping over here also. You can't really see it. It's very minor. So if you're standing in front, most of the time you can't really see it. Generally, the overall quality of this figure is fantastic. You have a little bit of comments. For some reason, the back of the hip here, there is a bit of I think it's a manufacturing defect. Some speckle chip off. This could possibly be the armor when they cut it, so they have not done some sanding here. So it's not too obvious considering that it is located at the back. And of course the flap at the back here is also openable. I did some custom paint over here to give it a bit of a silver mechanism there, and also some silver touch up here. Nothing very fancy. As you can see, the light switch is located at the back here, and also the head at the back. Yeah guys, I have done a bit of a long review over here, so I guess I have to split it into part 2. So till then, Articulate signing off. See you in part 2 on the 1/4 scale Neca Ironman Mark 21.